I'm ready. With that echo, the engineer gave me the signal, and it's time, y'all. Welcome to episode 236, y'all. Ballin' with Rich. Another Sunday. Hey, y'all know what the ball stands for. Being active, living life with no negativity. And I got a great show today. A fire show. That's why the sun is on, because of my guests, y'all. When I saw that sun today, I said, the guests I got today, see, they brought that. Yes, sir. So good to be here this day, and just thanking God for another Sunday, y'all. Y'all know that. Always gotta thank the man above. Yes, sir. Today we're gonna talk about we got some entrepreneurs in the building, and we're gonna talk about some fitness and how to get yourself together in all kind of ways. And I got some great people on board today to let y'all know. And we got beauty secrets, and oh man, all kind of things. I'm ready, y'all. Let's go. Let's begin with my first guest here. Should I start with ladies first? I always do that. Ladies first. The ladies first. This young lady, she was here a couple weeks ago, and I'm so glad to have her back. And she is an entrepreneur. She's doing big things in her own way. So glad to have her in the building, Miss Jasmine.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jasmine?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
That's great.
All right, so I was so glad to have you on the show, because you are just a lady of many talents, and I definitely want you to just let everybody out there know what you're doing in all kind of capacities. First, go ahead and introduce yourself and let people know. Especially you got all that great stuff right there. In that chosen part right there, let them know about those things right there and how you got started with that there.
Okay, well, I'm Jasmine Bass, and I work with a company called Pharmacy, and it is a beauty and health company. We sell over 500 products. All of our products are 100% vegan. So what I have in front of me is I have our lip gloss, I have my matte lipstick, we have our skincare, and I also have this, which is Aloe Glow and L-Cartin, which is great for you. And this is our new latest product right here, and this is a pre-workout powder, and also the after powder that you use to keep your bones going. So before you work out, you'll use this, and after, then you'll use this to keep your bones together. And what made me get started with it is because I just love beauty, and that's my thing. I love makeup, and that's what made me want to get started. But when I knew that we had more than just makeup, over 500 products, we even have things for men as well. I actually brought you guys a gift too.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That was nice. I'm telling you, when I see something about fitness or just getting started, I know who to call, man.
Yeah.
Miss Jasmine, for real. All right. So how long have you said you've been as far as your getting pre-workout things together? How long have you been doing it?
I just started with Pharmacy in the end of November, so I'm new to it, and I'm already almost hitting director in the company, so I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Give my girl a hand for that. Yes, sir. So glad to have you in the building, and so much more we're gonna talk about. A great introduction to Miss Jasmine. We'll definitely get back with you. We're gonna go down the line here, introduce some more people. This young man here, I see this guy every morning, y'all.
Every morning,
man. This young man, you talk about an inspiration. This guy. Well, people, they always say when I walk into work, I'm usually smiling, cheerful anyway. But I have my mornings too, y'all. And sometimes walk in, this guy right here, he just has that something to say that to everybody that just be like, man, it's gonna be a great day today, y'all. So good to have him in the building, and guy, another gentleman too with so many talents. So glad to have him. If you don't know him out there, let me introduce you guys to Mr. Brian Cullimore is in the building, y'all. Brian!
Thank you, Richard, man. It's an honor to be here, man. I know he's been trying to get me out here for so long. So, glory to God for it coming together and for me to be able to be here. I look at life like this, like life is God's gift to us, but what we do with it is our gift back to God.
It is.
If we can spend a day to inspire people, and when they're down, if we can lift them up, I mean, it's always a blessing. Every day really is a blessing.
That's what I'm talking about.
But outside of that, I'm a personal trainer. Been a personal trainer since 2020 through the ISSA. I'm a lead trainer for Ground Cloud, which anybody in FedEx knows what Ground Cloud is, right?
Yeah, we know that.
So I actually travel. Yeah, and if you don't know, they make you watch the training. So I actually travel all around Michigan and train all the trainers in Michigan, Midwest. Even I've been as far as South Bend, Indiana, New York. And, it should mean something to Rich, but it should mean something for everybody in the room, because I train the people that you drive around in these trucks, and, you see how crazy people drive. So, so it's good to have somebody who really cares and is passionate about the safety training part and making sure that people that are driving around you are driving safe and doing things the right way.
Yeah. So when did your journey of fitness begin? When did you first got to that point, or
with fitness?
Fitness?
I wasn't always into fitness, but I moved out to California when I was 19.
Okay. And
let me tell you something. For everyone who has seasonal depression, I can see when you go to California, man, there's not a cloud in the sky, and every day is just such a nice day that I see why people are always upbeat out there. But fitness is like a big culture out there in the West Coast. And I basically I made a friend on the bus. When I first moved out there, my uncle had a philosophy, and it was you're gonna eat one time a day, and if you want to eat more than that, you better find a job.
Like, what?
So it was a strange philosophy. I didn't understand it, but when my stomach started rumbling, guess what I did? I went out and found some work, and I made a friend on the bus, and he ended up introducing me to the gym. Wow. And he gave and my man here, you've been working out a long time, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna name a product. Tell me if you remember this, okay? NO Explode.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
It used to be 6 pills you used to take as a pre-workout.
Wow.
But it would get you amped up. I mean, it was like, I think they put stuff in there that's not even regulated no more, right? Because like when I took it, I felt so good. I was like, you know what? I could do this every day. So what ended up happening was I actually ended up going to the gym every day, and his parents were pastors, right? So he introduced me to church. Before that, I never went to church, and I went to like white church, right? So he introduced me to black church. Right? And, I was hooked. I was like, man, this is cool, because you really get the Holy Spirit, right? So I started getting infected with the bug, and you know what I'm saying? I started looking good, feeling good, started getting close with God. I got a good job as a manager. And I remember one day, like, I finally got the courage to talk to him, and you know what I said? I said, you know what, Brett? I said, thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, like, I would not be who I am. And you know what he told me? He said, no, Brian. He said, thank you.
And left it at that.
And
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Absolutely.
I'm like, what did I do? I followed your coattails. And you know what he said? This is what he said, and I'll never forget it. And this changed my life, honestly, to tell you the truth. He said, because God said, if you save one soul, you get your ticket to heaven. He said, thank you for my ticket.
Amen. That's it right there.
Yes, sir.
That's it right
Yes, sir. My brother Brian, man. Y'all gonna hear so much more from him today. Got so much
Appreciate
to talk
it.
about. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. And that's my philosophy. If y'all didn't know, if I could just help just
One person.
One. I'm telling you, man. Thank you, brother Brian. We gonna definitely hear some more
Appreciate it,
from
man.
you, man. This next guy here, man. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Where are y'all at? Man, this guy here, I'm telling you, man, when I didn't tune in by accident. I was just like, I heard about this guy. Let me check him out, and I was like, man, real deal, man. So honored to have him in the building today. This guy.
Thanks for having me, man.
Brother John Q, y'all. Yes,
What's up, y'all?
sir, y'all.
Yeah, back in the building. So, yeah, Monday nights, 9 o'clock, the Big Flex Strong
Big
cast.
Flex. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I appreciate
So good to have
it.
you. This year I had said, too, I would love to have a lot of my fellow podcasters on it. You the first one of the year.
Absolutely. So, you got to come through. You know what I mean? You got to come through. 9 o'clock.
All right. So
Yeah.
I would like to know, well, I'm going to ask you this later, because we already know you big into fitness.
Yeah.
When did your beginning of podcasting begin? And when did that niche come for you as far as podcasting?
So I began podcasting. This is like my 5th year, but this is my 4th year doing my own.
Okay.
So I started with a podcast called Straight Shooting Podcast, where it was like, it started off with 3 of us, and then it ended up being like a total of 6 throughout the year. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I got my my beginning at.
Okay.
You know, the first time that we actually went on air was like a practice, and we went on the Girth show that comes on, I believe, Tuesday night still.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so at the time, my
Just give
cousin.
a hand to about Girth. Gotta give a hand to Girth.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so at the time, my cousin or whatever, that's my co-host now or whatever, he was a co-host and stuff on Girth. So yeah, you know, so it's been a nice little journey.
All right. Like I said, this brother, talented brother. My whole guest panel, man, talented in every way. I'm right. I'm gonna definitely get back with you, John Q. So much to talk about. All right, Miss Jasmine. Motivational speaker.
Yes,
too.
yes.
I kind of, when I first met you, I kind of figured that. Well, I had a feeling that was in your arsenal there. So tell me about that as far as your motivational speaking. Do you do it often, and how did that get started?
I actually started on Facebook, going live during morning prayers at 8 a.m. Then I began to get licensed as a prophetess. I operate in fivefold ministry and now walking in apostolic anointing. I'm actually getting ready to go on the road this Friday. I am going to Fort Lauderdale to a Global Vision Conference where it's full of big, huge speakers, and we are donating to the children that's fortunate. So that was my goal. Is I wanted to be a global speaker. I wanted to travel across the world, operating healing and deliverance and prophecy, and God is doing that, opening doors. Just by me being consistent with my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I got connected with this lady named Blanca, so I'll be actually doing an interview on her podcast in Florida. My ministry is called Kings and Queens with Power Community, because we are kings and we are queens with power.
Give my girl a clap for that. Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I just was raised in the church. My parents always prayed for me. My grandmother took me to church every Sunday. So me growing up in church has just been my go-to. I'm just grateful to just help people. Just like he said, once you reach one soul, you reach many. And so that is my goal, to continue to travel all across the nation. I have my new ministry called Kingdom Ministry International, because we are international. I have a lot of people all across the world that is joined my community. I have people in Texas, Atlanta, Florida. I have also people that is overseas in Ghana, New England. I have a lot of people that follow my ministry, so it's getting big now.
Jasmine, can I be a part of your team, man?
Absolutely.
All those places you named too, I got family too.
Hey, Mom.
Tell them to check you out for real.
My friend from Ghana is on, and my mom.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, Miss Jasmine. I'm telling you, man, when you just let God lead you, I'm telling you, He'll lead you some places you like, Lord, man. I tell
Absolutely.
you. Yes, sir. Yes. Brother Brian, one thing I wanted to ask you, how important is it to, because well, like I said, we talk almost every morning, man.
Every morning.
But
man.
when I get a chance to see you, how important is it for people to stick with their, you always hear people talk about New Year resolutions.
Oh, absolutely.
And they go maybe a day or two and then stop,
Absolutely. Well, character is defined as the ability to carry on a resolution long after the excitement of it has passed, right? So it's important that it's habits, where our identity is formed by the habits that we create. So, and if you ever notice how I load my truck in the morning, I tear the whole thing apart, put it all back together.
You know what? If I did my truck the way, he do it decent in order. If I did my truck like Brian, I think I wouldn't be working there no more, y'all. I can't do that. The little stuff that be out there, I'd be mad. I'd be like, let me put this in there. But Brian, he take his whole truck apart.
I take it all apart, I put it back together.
And still get back within like 3 or 4 hours, man.
I'm telling you, it's
is.
It's the little things that make a big difference.
Yes.
Like hurricanes and tornadoes, they get all the press, but termites actually make more damage in a year than both of them combined.
Wow.
And they take such little bites, right? So how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time, right? And a lot of times, like even at work, like I get a lot of people that they see I'm physically fit, and I'm certified as a trainer, and I have workout regimens that I do. My wife's actually a certified nutritionist, and she cooks all my meals. She's up on every diet. I mean, the new one ain't even come out yet. She'll tell you all about it.
Wife. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
Go, girl.
so we a good team.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
But everyone always asks me. They always say, like, what do you do? Like, how do you get back in the gym? Well, I say, well, did you ever work out in the gym? Oh yeah, man, I used to work out 5 days a week. Man, I used to lift 300 pounds. But then it's like, okay, well, what happened? Well, I did 5 days, and then 5 days turned into 4, and then 4 days felt like a little bit too much around my schedule, so I did 3, and then 3 turned into 2, and then it's 1 day, and then who wants to work out for 1 day? So I just eat Cheetos all day and sit on the couch. So
that helps too sometimes. No.
So my advice really is just, can you do 20 push-ups? And you know what? If they can, we do them right then and there.
That's another thing.
That's good.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's another thing too. I come in some mornings and I'm looking in the corner, Brian on the floor with one guy. I don't know if that's a challenge you giving them or what.
It is. It's you know what? I want you to form the habit, because see what most people do is they need to etch out time for the gym. But here's the truth, right? If I was to ask anybody here, how do you eat? How do you do it? Oh, you just do it. Well, how do you go to the gym? Well, you got to find the right gym. You got to find the right trainer. You got to find the right supplements. Well, the real answer is the difference between somebody who does work out and somebody who doesn't is the 2 minutes it takes to put your shoes on and tie the laces. I mean, that's it. Right? So I always tell people, man, just start with 20 push-ups.
20 push-ups.
Start with 10 pull-ups. Start with 10 squats. 20 turns into 40. 40 turns into 80. And then next thing you know, you got the ball rolling.
Okay. Shout out to Monet. She over there taking notes. She be doing her. She be at home doing her thing. She the one that gotta keep us motivated, because she be dad. She got her membership and
have to be
everything.
our trainer, huh? Because we was thinking to do a challenge. Because we both want to lose weight.
Okay.
And especially since I got the right products to use along the way. So yeah, we're gonna have to get with you with that training.
Shout out! I want to give a shout out to my brother Lamont in the house.
Yes.
Yes, sir, my brother Lamont. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
He gonna say something before the day is over. I know he's just sitting there for moral support, but this guy here, great guy. Brother John Q, man.
Yes, sir.
You like I said, when I think of fitness too, you one of the guys that just always come to mind, man. The advice you give people and the example that you show. Like for some people that might not know, how did you get started? How when that fitness journey?
I've pretty much been athletic all my life, right? So I used to play basketball when I was younger. Used to hit basketball camps and all that kind of stuff. I really got back into it, far as consistently, far as like hitting the gym and all that, back in like 2003. For about since like 97 to about 2003, I had nothing but time but just eating and sleeping and working, right? So I put on like a lot of weight and whatever, and then one day, believe it or not, my cousin Don, well, he knew that I was always athletic, and he was like, just come to the gym with me one day. I already had my membership from like 2000 when I got married, right?
Okay.
And I didn't use it until 2003. So when I started going with him, I just been going ever since,
Okay.
So I've done bodybuilding shows and stuff like that throughout this journey. I still train right now to this day. Of course, I got clients and all that. So I'm real still big on that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just been a journey. You know what I mean? So
all right, that's what I'm talking about.
And then, like with me, it's just like I keep stuff simple.
That's the best way too.
Yeah,
it really is. It really is. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I got John Q in the building. I got Brian. I got my girl Jasmine, the wifey engineer behind the scenes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shout out to my brother Lamont, Monet, and Miss Wifey Colomore in the building. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Miss Jasmine, anybody you want to shout out there? Any shout outs you want to just give to anybody out there? It's on your mind. Anybody?
Yes. I wanted first to give shout out to God. Without him, nothing can be possible. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful parents and my son, of course, because without them, I would not be here as well. I want to give a shout out to my coach Erica, who has, and Coach Stormy Wellington, who has got me with the pharmacy company. I want to give a shout out to the Beauty Boost Detroit, because I just became ambassador for that company.
Yes, sir. All right.
And also give a shout out to all of my members with Kings and Queens with Power Community. And of course, shout out to Lamont, who has always been here for me since day one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking about that name, Lamont, I'm going to do this at the beginning of the show. Rest in heaven to my favorite TV son, y'all.
Yeah.
Brother Grady Desmond Demond Wilson, y'all. From one of my, not only, I know he's known for Sanford the Son, but just a talented guy. Y'all do research on, when I think of actors, I know the first thing come to mind is Sanford the Son. This guy,
Yeah.
I put him, seriously, and you might laugh, but like I said, check him out first. I put him in category with Denzel. Denzel, he's that Denzel kind of actor.
Yeah.
If you really researched this brother here, I mean, oh my God. But yes, a big loss. I felt like I lost a family member for real.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And the mom from Home Alone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson. It's a bunch of them that's been like, man, what's going on?
Yeah, it is something. There's a lot of our legends just leaving here, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Brother Brian, any shout outs, man? Anybody want to shout out anybody?
Oh yeah. So first and foremost, shout out God. Without Him, none of this is possible. For breathing breath in our lungs and giving us another day. Absolutely. Shout out to my beautiful wife over there, my rock. When she asked me, she said, "What do you find the most attractive about me?" You know what I told her? Her strong moral foundation. That is a woman of God right there. And
Man, I gotta bring y'all back on my couple show, man.
I'll tell you what, man. We've been together 15 years.
Okay.
Wow.
We were
Congratulations.
babies when we got together, and we've grown together, and it's such a beautiful thing. 6 years of marriage.
That's what I'm talking about.
And you know what she really is my rock, man. Like we go through ups, we go through downs, but like I couldn't imagine life without her, for real.
Brother Brian, man, you about to have my comments going crazy, man. That's what I'm talking about.
So
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, you can't beat that, man. You don't hear that nowadays a lot, y'all. When you hear it, you're like, yes, sir. It's still out there, y'all. It's still out there. I'm
It
telling you.
is, right? I do believe that, you can marry the right woman, and by treating her wrong, she can become the wrong woman.
Brother Brian,
But
man. You want to switch chairs today, man? You want to be the
I also believe that for the people out there, you can marry the wrong woman, and by treating her right and leading her to God, that she can become the right woman.
That's true.
Right.
Amen.
But thank God I married the right woman. So I ain't gotta worry about all that, man. She instilled a lot in me as far as like knowing my value, like knowing my self-worth. She's a strong woman. She's obviously beautiful, but that's not all I'm attracted to about her, like honestly. So I want to shout her out, honestly. Like
That's what I'm talking
she is
about.
my rock. My mom, who if she's watching, I love my mom. My mom is like most supportive person that I've ever had in my life outside of my wife. If I told my mom I wanted to be a ramen noodle, she would be supportive of that. I swear. Like she's like my biggest fan, for real.
Okay.
My dad, my mother-in-law, she's the voice of reason. She's a very solid woman. Very fortunate to have her in my life. Obviously, anyone in Oak Park listening in that I've impacted in a positive way, either directly or indirectly. And
They better be listening on Park, man. Y'all better
anybody
be
in Oak Park listening in, man, I want to give a shout out to them because, like I said, like when I do my own research, like I listen to I get up at 5, I work out every morning, like religiously.
Yeah.
I have structured workouts, and I listen to positive messages literally every morning. Like Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, like motivation.
Jim Rohn, yes sir.
I love Jim Rohn, man.
You talking to the sports guy, Jim Rohn?
No, Jim Rohn. He taught Tony Robbins. They like motivational speakers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be meeting Les Brown this weekend at the conference. I'm excited.
Les Brown, my God,
That's my brother
I love
there.
Les Brown.
Yes.
Les Brown, man. Les Brown will make you feel like you can go out and conquer the world after listening
absolutely.
to him. So I let that kind of infect me and get in my spirit, and I bring it to Oak Park with me, and I try to pass that along to anybody that has an ear to listen.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Brother John Q, man. Go ahead and give your shout out. Anybody, man, you want to shout out? Anybody.
Of course, I gotta give a shout out to the oldest ancestor of mine, which is God. You know what I'm saying? And say, of course, say my ancestors in general, say, which is 1 million plus that's running through my DNA. So, and then of course, say I gotta give a shout out to my wife, as of course, like you said, picking the right wife. You know what I mean? So we like shit, we be 30 years in. You know what I'm saying? So 25. Just celebrated our 25th anniversary back in August. Yeah, so shout out to the doctor. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I got to shout out to the doctor, and of course, say like you said, my moms, my brothers, and of course, say look, I got to give a shout out to you, brother Rich, for having me up here.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, bro.
And you know, I can't forget about say my co-host. You know what I'm saying, on the Big Flex Strongcast, and all my clients, and say and my workout crew and everybody and stuff like that. You know what I mean? My family and friends. So.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, man. Like I said, you don't get no better than John Q, Brian, or Jasmine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Jasmine, what advice would you give somebody that's thinking about just, they have talent in them and they just don't know how to bring it out or don't know where to go, who to talk to? And what advice would you just give someone that has a talent, especially, I run into a lot of ladies, too, that talk about, oh yeah, I wish I knew how to do, I know how to do makeup, but I wish I knew where to go. I wish, you know, well, I mean, what advice would you just give overall to someone with talent that just want to just take it somewhere and just don't know what to do?
My advice is, like I said last time, do it even if you have to do it afraid. Because that's what holds us back. Is being afraid to step out of our element, being afraid to do it. Like even with me with makeup, everybody kept saying you need to do makeup because I do my own makeup, and I'm like, but I don't know how to do all the contour. And they said, well, you might just be one of those makeup artists that just a natural makeup. Everybody don't like a 10,000 caked up. And I thought about like, you know what, you're right. So, but it was me being afraid to step out of that because I felt like I had to do it like somebody else. So my advice is don't do it like somebody else. Do it the way you do it with your own, you know, taste, your own, and just do it with big faith. You know, sometimes you might have to get a mentor, you know, a mentor or coach. I'm a mentor or coach, you know, so sometimes it's good to have a mentor or a coach that can help you, coach you, or a pastor or someone that can help you along the way. Good friendships, you know, that can kind of help encourage you. But just stay connected to positivity, think positivity, speak affirmations over your life. You know, we pray and that's cool, but after you pray, you know, do meditation, speak affirmations, speak over your life. Look at yourself in the mirror every day, say, hey, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I love you, Jasmine, I love, you know, give yourself love yourself.
Love you, that's what I'm talking.
Yeah,
I'm with
that's
you
the
that.
best
I'm
thing I
definitely
can
with you on
say.
that. Yes, sir.
So important.
Yes, sir. Because I'm telling you, I know we all have our days. Sometimes, oh man, I don't have no hair, or I got too much hair, or I got this or that, or I got this and that.
Hair on my head.
Yeah, you gotta love your flaws, Law.
I love, you know what? I wish I could be bald, but my hair grow out too fast. But I mean, my wife,
You don't want these problems, Rich.
John, I'll be going crazy at the house. My wife would get mad at me because I be leaving the hair sometimes on the sink.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it bald. I don't know why I always love the bald head. Maybe that's why the Lord just keep giving me hair. Like, no, you gonna, you know. But even if I just get a little strain of hair, I'm ready to cut it. Man, yeah. But yeah, that is important. Like you said, just, love on yourself, y'all.
Absolutely.
You know, love on yourself. You know what? But we all have our flaws, whatever. But like, thank you, God, for every flaw I got. You get me? Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
All right, Brother Brian, man. How can people get in contact with you if they want to reach you?
So they can reach me at my email, brianwilliamc@gmail.com, with any inquiries as far as that goes. Or my wife actually has her own company called Nutrition if they're interested in the nutrition side, which the email is Miss Brianna Cullimore at iCloud. Yeah, Miss Brianna Cullimore at iCloud.
Go ahead and give your wife that plug.
Man, I gotta tell you, man, she is really good at what she does, man. And if you need a positive message, you guys look to me in Oak Park. I look to her, you know, because she'll read it right out of the word. You know, it's funny because I had dropped off at this Bible store on 7 Mile and Schaefer, right? Which, by the way, God's World, awesome place, man. Mr. Larry is amazing, man.
Yes,
he gave me a leather bound Bible, New Living Edition, right? So I can actually read it. Don't have the dimes, dials, theirs, right? And beautiful Bible. So I brought it home. And I showed it to her. She's like, "Wow, that was great. Like that he gave that to you." I was like, "You know, I'm gonna start reading it right from the beginning." You know what she said? She said, "Start in the book of Proverbs."
Proverbs, that's one of my favorite.
And let me tell you something.
There. Yes, sir.
So fitting because there's a woman that lives her life straight out of the book of Proverbs, man. This woman right here, she's a woman of God right there. And you know, just to kind of to touch on what Jasmine was saying is, as far as self-image goes, like it's so important, which is why I think what you're doing is awesome, right? Helping people with their images. I actually read a book by Maxwell Maltz called The Psycho-Cybernetics. Basically, it's cybernetics means it used to mean the guy who steered the ship, and psychology, right? But he wasn't a psychologist. He was a plastic surgeon. And he was so amazed by what rearranging somebody's face could do for their self-confidence that he actually wrote a whole book about it. And a lot of it is literally seeing yourself how you want to be. Right? Not seeing yourself how you don't want to be, right? But seeing yourself for man can only achieve what he sees himself achieving. He says he calls it the theater of the mind, right? So you sit almost like you're sitting in a movie theater watching a movie of your life, and and the only way it's going to pan out the way you want it is that you have to see yourself doing it. And that's how I became a lead trainer, honestly, is I went through the repetition so many times as being a certified trainer that I was like, I saw myself going out and instilling a safety culture, but also being able to sprinkle in a little motivational speaking when I can, you know, sprinkle in God where I can, you know, because I feel like all roads lead back to him, right? And so you got to see yourself as being what you want to be, right? And that helped a lot too, man. Like when you feel good going to the gym, or you know, when the women go to the beauty salon and rearrange a few strands of hair in their head and they come back a whole new person. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
You gotta love yourself. I love what you said.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, Brother Brian. Yes, sir. Y'all see why I be having to go to work, y'all.
Man.
Brother Brian there, I'm all right, man. John Q, Brother Q, can you this debate here, man, I've been hearing this, I hear it so often from people I know, the meat or no meat issue. I just wanted to know, especially from a guy, you know, like with the fitness, like you hear some people, I hear a lot of people, some people say, well, you know, I gotta have my meat or whatever, which is good, but then for some of the people say, I don't want to eat meat because it'll mess up, you know, it gets me gain weight or something. So what is the or is it just eat for each his own, or?
So it depends on where you at in your journey, right? You know, some people want to go ahead and give up meat, and that's fine. Some people want to stick with meat, and that's fine. So I always tell people, go with what works for you. You know what I mean? As far as your health wise first, you know, and then start making adjustments, you know, accordingly. You know what I mean? So a lot of times the stuff where people get kind of screwed around in their own mind, you know what I'm saying? Start sabotaging themselves in their own mind is they overwhelm themselves with too much information. So that's why I kind of like keep stuff very simple, you know, like even for like right now, my wife is back, she's walking and all this kind of stuff or whatever. So today is her first day where she's not eating meat and stuff like that, right, for this whole month. But I'm trying to let her know, like, listen, this is a marathon and not a sprint. So, you know, these things of whatever that you can adjust on far as, you know, find out what works for you, you know what I mean? But just know that this is for a lifetime. You know what I mean? It's just not to do it for a fad, you know, because you'll have some people that want to give up meat. I'll do it for a month. Okay, after that month goes past, you go back to eating meat, then what? You see what I'm saying? So start just trying to, you know, keep stuff very simple for yourself, and then, you know, just go from there. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, but yeah, technically I would say, like, if you can, you know, if you like to not do meat, see how, you know, see how your body feels too. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different blood type. You know, so a lot of people don't even know what their blood type is. So to be honest with you, like, if you can figure out, you know what I'm saying, what your blood type is, it might help you to find out what kind of diet you actually need to be on. So it's like I said, it's a journey. So you know, it's just but I try to keep it simple, but yeah.
But we all definitely need some type of diet. That's another,
absolutely.
That's another thing that works.
It's just
diet.
discipline.
There it is.
Discipline. That's all it is.
People hear that word, because like some people hear that word and they just automatically think, okay, no food.
No. I mean, even with fasting and stuff like that or whatever. Once again, it depends on where you at in your fitness journey or your journey in general, as far as your health.
And how important is that too? Fasting every now and then. Is it recommended for?
Yeah, I mean, it is, but if you're a person that's already, like, say, if you're unhealthy, it might be a bad thing for you, you know what I mean? Like, depending on if you're on, like, medication and stuff like that. So you kind of got to, like, figure, you know, you got to, like I said, it just ought to depend on where you are, you know, at that moment, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, say, fasting or whatever could be a bad thing if you're on, like, a lot of medication and stuff like that. So you kind of got to, like, start doing things or whatever so you can get off that medication. And then maybe you want to revisit, say, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. John Q, y'all. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Miss Jasmine, can you give people your information? How could they ever get in contact with you with in every area that you do?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook at Jasmine Baz. You can follow me on Instagram at Coach Jazz 313, and you can follow me on my TikTok platform at Coach Jazz 7. And far as to order products, the link is in the bio on TikTok and on Instagram as well.
When I read your bio, I was like, man, I was just in awe because I'm like, you know, just doing their thing, y'all.
I did it myself. I couldn't believe it.
That's what I'm talking about. Just like you said earlier, just do it. And you had that fear, just do it, and you can see the results after that.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do a bio, actually. The Beauty Bulls had asked me to send them a little information about me, and I wrote it. And I was actually waiting on someone to create me one, but I had to have it done at a certain time and date. So I read it to Lamont. Lamont was like, Jazz, that's your bio. That's it. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I put it together because I learned how to do a little digital work. So I make flyers and logos and stuff. My son actually taught me. He was doing it at first, and then he didn't feel like doing it no more. So I was like, well, show me how to do it because I need a flyer like right now. And I started learning how to do it. So now I just been doing my own thing with the digital marketing.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. All right. If y'all have a question or comment out there for Jasmine, Brian, or John Q, call in 810-560-0658. Any question about fitness, anything about anything. If y'all want to ask them anything, they'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got some comments. Okay. We got my brother Brian Scarily. He said, "Hey, best friend Jasmine." Dion, he said, "Hey, best friend Jasmine." Let's say Brian.
Hey, best friend.
Mark Leonard, he said, "What up, though?"
What up, Mark?
Always Lisa G. Y'all know where to be Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. Y'all. Detroit Press Play. She said, "Rich in the building." Detroit Press Play. Y'all make sure y'all. That's the podcast to definitely check out. We got Miss Robbie Bowl. You said happy Sunday. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Miss Robbie. She just celebrated birthday last week.
Aw, happy
yes,
birthday.
Sir.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to all my Aquarius.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes. All right. That's right. This like it's like Christmas all over again for me, y'all. February, I tell you. Sister birthday the 10th, wife birthday the 12th. You got Valentine's Day, but at least I get it all back on the 15th, y'all.
Yeah, Lamont's birthday is coming up as well. He has a birthday coming up in March.
Yeah, it's a few people.
Okay.
What day, March 31st.
March 31st. Yes, sir. My
But
brother.
today is your grandmama's birthday.
Yes, today is my great grandmother and her twin brother's birthday. Rest in peace, they are in
birthday.
heaven. So it's happy heavenly birthday to them.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, brother Brian.
Yeah.
What any good movies you've been watching lately? Matter of fact, can you give me your? I would like to know your top 3 to 5 movies of all time.
Top 3 to 5 movies
of all
wow.
time.
Oh man. I don't know. I always loved Training Day.
Well,
Training Day was really good. When he like King Kong ain't got You always gotta love Denzel, man.
Yeah.
And 300, man.
300.
People sleep on 300. When my uncle had me on the couch starving, I had a PSP that I used to watch 300 every night. And I thought it was amazing what those Spartans did with 300 Warriors. I thought it was, it's inspirational. Right, because all the Persians and how they were coming at them. Obviously, Friday. Who doesn't love Friday?
Friday, yes, sir. Somehow that movie just became a cult classic. It's crazy.
I love Friday. Friday After Next.
Okay.
Good Christmas movie. Number 5. Man, what comes to mind? Probably. I don't know. Honestly, man, I can't even think of a number 5.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I don't know. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
I can't even think of a 5. You know what? We saw Highest to Lowest though. That was pretty good with Denzel. It was on Apple TV. Yep, I got a new iPhone and they gave me a free subscription, so we were catching all the stuff on Apple TV.
Okay.
Highest to Lowest was good. It had A$AP Rocky on there.
No.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Brother John Q, give me your top 3. I know you're a movie guy. 3 to 5 top movies
I got
of all
a good
time.
5. I'm gonna go with Trading Places. All right, that's one of my favorite. These are all movies I say every time I see them come on, I gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
Coming to America, of course.
Oh man.
Silence of the Lamb. Right.
Classic.
Another one that I'll say one that's recently that I've watched maybe about 4 or 5 times already. Sinners is one of them.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Right? Oh my god! I gotta put Sinners as 5.
Yeah,
I think you just topped out my top 5. Sinners was so good.
And then I got let's see, one more would probably be another movie like that, maybe like Django Unchained.
Django.
It's to me it's like it's a lot of funny stuff in it, and it's like you kind of like. Every time I watch these movies, I pick up on something new. For whatever reason, I just pick up on something new. Yeah.
One quick footnote since you mentioned Coming to America. What did you think about the second one?
It was okay, but a lot of these movies, I think they should just leave alone.
Yeah.
But it is one out of that I didn't mention. That's one of the classic too. Is like Harlem Nights, right? But I was wondering, like, that would probably be one that they probably could do to like update it with like some of the comedians and stuff like now.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Miss Jasmine, definitely give me. I know you're a movie person. 3 to 5 of your favorites of all time. Anything that you just can, when it come on, you're like, I just gotta watch it over and over again.
I'm more of a series type of girl, and I am definitely into anime. My son got me into anime, so my number 1 anime is One Piece. One Piece explains the whole entire world.
Okay.
My second would be Avatar. Avatar definitely give you clues because every movie tells a vision, and the vision is accurate. You have to pay attention that all movies are messages, and so I'm one of them people that like to look at things that tells a message. The secrets out here. My other one would be Stranger Things. I just watched the whole Stranger Things, and that is another one that's pretty much talking about what's going on today. The other one I would say is I always loved Waiting to Exhale. Yeah, that's a woman's thing. It's just it's a woosah movie. And lastly, if I had to have a hood movie, I would say Paid in Full.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, some great movies out there.
All right. Any because I know you definitely an actress too. Anything in the future, maybe coming up in the near future? I know you getting your stuff together with your beauty. Anything maybe in the future?
Yes. Even though I was not doing the first movie for personal reasons, I do plan on doing more movies. I actually want to have Lamont work on my documentary, which would be like a huge series. So that's my goal, is to work on my own movie. And if there's other movies that is fitting for, my category in life, I would
okay.
definitely love to do those as
Okay.
well. But I'm just focusing on my beauty and also my new books that I'm working on with Lamont, and working on my books that I already have. I have a children's book called Team God.
Cool.
And another book that is called God Still Want to Use You Broken. So I just
I
kind
like
of really
that.
want
I
to
love that
focus
title.
on my books and
Okay.
my companies that I'm doing.
Okay, that's all right. I just wanted to ask you because, like I said, one day down the line, we need to see that face on the screen somewhere. For real. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
definitely still got to make my granny's dream come true. Remember, as she said, I'm her star, and I want to make sure I still do that.
It's coming. You just doing things in decency and order. It's
Yeah,
coming.
and I mentor teenagers with Treasure Within program. So shout out to my boss, Lakina folks, and I teenage girls from the age of 9 and 19. So by me, doing that, and they looking up to me, I want to make sure that whatever I do is positive. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. Mhm. That's all right. That's what I'm talking. Give my girl a hand for that. Yes, sir. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Brother Brian, man.
Yeah.
Any plans on? I can see you on screen, man. You got any plans in the future, maybe?
Well, not a lot of people know this, but I actually got a degree in commercial acting from John Casablanca School of Modeling and Acting. But it actually kind of came in a funny way because I actually used to want to be a fitness model like a long time ago, man, because I used to spend like $500 at GNC. And I was like, man, if I could just get a sponsor, that would be great. So I actually ended up going out to Canton to do like a modeling thing. And then they were like, well, read this script. And it was Ferris Bueller's Day Off with the red Ferrari. Where he was trying to get him to take out the Ferrari. And I guess I nailed it because she was like, you don't need to be in modeling. And I don't really know how to take that. But, she was like, you need to be in acting. And I was like, okay. And I actually ended up going and doing the whole acting, learned improv. Yes, and I actually made my teacher cry one time because we did it was
that bad?
No, like well, I hope not.
No.
But she was like, it was I was a crooked cop. I was a crooked cop, and there was two girls that were driving, and I pulled them over. I was like, license and registration. Let me see them now. What are you doing? What are you like? Had like the flashlight, and I was like, you guys are up to something. I ended up opening the door. I had threw them out of the car. I was like, stop resisting, everything like that. And I guess I played it real good. She was like, you gonna be on screen one day? That was so great. And like I said, I don't want to say that I never did anything with it because my story's not done, right?
Yeah.
However, I have taken the things that I've learned from that. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I actually used to be shy. It took me out of my I used to be very reserved, right? And I think going to acting class took it out of me, right? It showed me that it's okay to like be yourself, express yourself, and that people are so concerned with what they're doing that they don't care what you're doing anyway. They're not, they're thinking about themselves more than you. So it kind of gave me the freedom to be like, I can express myself and I can, come out here and be my true authentic self, and I can play characters and stuff like that. And it was a cool experience. Outside of that, I actually used to work on movies. I don't know if you knew that. I used to set up tents on location. Transformers, really? Batman, Superman. Out in Philly, Creed 2, Silver Lining Playbook, Law Abiding Citizen, Marley and Me, Political Animals, which is a show I don't know if it ever took off, but yeah. So I actually got to meet Brad Cooper, which, by the way, whoever's keeping score, he's actually a really cool guy. Right. Okay. So shout out to Brad Cooper, man. He was cool. He would sit with the extras and eat and everything like that. So it was cool. I remember seeing the Transformers set, and I remember we were setting up like bike racks downtown Detroit when Transformers was here. And I remember setting up the bike racks, and they were like, you know what, Brian, don't freak out. I'm like, freak out about what? They're like, just don't freak out. Like when you go in there, just be cool, right? We on contract, like we workers, right? We part of the crew. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. Who cares? Yeah. Man, when I walked in there, Bumblebee was coming out of a building and papers were flying and things were exploding. And I felt like a little kid again, man. I was like, this is so cool. They like, just calm down, be professional, man. I just remember walking away from that and just seeing the magic of Hollywood and just seeing like how like she said, how they create, right? And how you can be so creative, right? And it's just seeing things like that, and then Batman, Superman, seeing the bat suit, and they had a green screen. I don't know if you noticed that they filmed it a studio in Pontiac.
In Pontiac, yeah. I
Yep,
remember
and
that.
the green screen was huge. I mean, this was like the biggest green screen, and they would have armies of people outside there. And I'm just like, the massive amount of effort that goes into these movies is astonishing. Although Batman and Superman was terrible. It was bad. Batman with the gun, I don't know. I can't get down like that, Rich. I'm sorry.
Over there, she laughed.
It was so bad.
Yeah, we went to go see that. Yeah.
It was so bad, man.
Maybe I liked it because I was a fan, but yeah. John,
It was 3 hours long.
Man, that part, man. It was too long. It was way too long.
John Q, bro, I know you got a credit. You got a credit. Matter of fact, I got a chance to check that movie out a couple nights ago.
Oh, you talking about? I Wish I Could See Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a movie that my cousin he had put me in. Him and Henri and Zach, who produced and stuff like that. He actually had my aunt in there too. And I think they did a scene at my other aunt's house and stuff like that too. So I did get a chance to get in the movie. Believe it or not.
Any future plans? Are you trying to? Is it anywhere on the table? Maybe you might think of.
I've actually been asked to be in something. I don't know. March? I think March or April, possibly. I might be in something. We'll see. So. So I'm open to it. You know what I mean? So my cousin and King Wesley or whatever that work out with me. Wesley, he work out with me every day. So who knows? They be always. I'll be always talking junk. Like, man, put me in something. If y'all want to. So
That's what I'm talking about.
I tell them don't give me too much though. I'm lying to them. That's about it. So
yeah. Someone make me a movie. I'm gonna have Brian and John.
Let's
Q.
go.
They're gonna be my bodyguard.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm with it, Rich. I'm with it, man.
Absolutely.
Sign the contract.
Miss Jasmine there. She doing everybody's makeup and everything. That's what I'm talking about. Man, so much talent, man, from the D. 10 minutes left? No, you mean 10 times 10, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you, man, you have good guests. That time just fly by. I know
crazy.
John. I know John knew about that one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, every Monday night, man. Like, what?
You want to? My daughter want to ask a question. Go ahead.
For my fitness people, I'm like on and off. Still paying Planet Fitness even on them. But I guess I have I don't know. I'm scared of those bigger machines. I'm always like, I want to try like Smith machine.
Try it.
This actually just added squat racks. So I guess what's your advice for like being afraid of bigger weights and just getting started with that?
Start small.
Start small and build yourself on up until you get comfortable with it. You know what I mean?
Form is the most important thing. John Q gonna agree with that.
Absolutely.
Form, quality over quantity. Because you can get hurt if your form's not good.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. 100%. So, yep. Work on your form and be comfortable with what you're doing. That's it. But yeah, try it all.
And have fun.
And try it all. Yep.
It doesn't have to be something that you don't look forward to. Like, make it fun. Like, make it part of who you are, right? Like, I looked at it like when I used to try to work out after work, you could find a million reasons not to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just worked all day. I got to go grocery shopping. The kid ain't seen me all day, right? But what I found was in the morning, there's only one real excuse.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. So once I got over that, I was like, there really wasn't nothing else. And you know what I started to realize? That was my time. That was my time. Like, everybody else was asleep. Like, this was time for me to do something for me.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Right? In the quiet of my home. I got a whole workout. I got bench press, squat machine,
all
man,
that. Same
free
thing.
weights, resistance bands, weight vest, man. I got everything.
That's why Brian at the job, matter of fact, the job is the reason why I lost a lot of weight. Matter of fact, when I first started that job, I was 320.
Oh wow, okay.
When I first started FedEx 13 years ago, I was 320. And I'm down to almost 200 pounds now.
Man,
I'm like 215.
Hand clap for Rich. Hand clap for Rich. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
One thing that I love, do love about the job, even them days that, them days when we had that stuff, you be like, I use it as a workout. I use it as a workout. I use the job as a workout. That's what keeps me going a lot. I use the job as a workout.
You know what's crazy, Rich? I actually don't have those days where I go, I look at it like every day is a new day.
I don't even lie, man.
Every day is a puzzle I get to solve.
I mean, as far as being there living, but when I see that truck, sometimes I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I hear you. It's the challenges in life we have to embrace. You can't fly without gravity, right?
That's what I'm talking
Adversity
about.
introduces a man to himself. You don't find out who you truly are until the chips are down, and it's time to really show and prove.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this in. I had to get this in before we go. One thing I love to do before I go, I love for my guests in a minute or less to lead the people with something, a thought of the day, something from the heart. It can be about anything. Just leave them something, something that they can hold on to. Miss Jasmine, something that you just want to lead the people. Anything.
Don't give up. Stay consistent. Stay positive. And continue to love, because love is the key. And always forgive, because God forgives us.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Brother Brian, you mind leaving people something in the minute or less, something from the heart to just leave them, anything.
I got you. So I want people to realize the incredible power that is within them. It's called the Holy Spirit. It was put to me like this: like, if you could imagine the size of the universe, right? They basically say 1 billion stars for every grain of sand that's there, right? And if the universe could end, what would be there? Like a wall, right? It's limitless. If we look inside ourselves, like, it's limitless, right? It's not until we open our eyes and look in the mirror we start saying, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm Italian, I'm this, I'm that. It's the I'ms in life that really hold us back and gets us away from the no limit that lives inside us. So look to God and ask God to order your footsteps and realize God is omnipresent in all things simultaneously, all at the same time. That means He's in you.
Amen.
So call on Him.
That's what,
Call on Him.
yes, sir. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Brother John Q, man, just go ahead, just leave them anything in your own way, bro.
Mine be simple. In the wise word of old man Jack at the gym, winners win and trying is for losers. Meaning that, hey, if you already doing it, you winning.
Yes.
So there's no need to say that you trying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Trying is like an excuse. So
Oh,
so you just do it. Like she said, just do it.
Man.
And you winning.
And that's another thing I forgot to
go,
mention.
John Q.
That John Q, not only podcaster, award-winning podcaster,
Come
y'all.
on.
Award-winning podcaster, y'all.
And like I said, shout out to Don Snipes and Latoya Deshawn, my co-host.
Yes,
too, you know what I
sir.
mean?
Don
So,
Snipes, yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Y'all, seriously, y'all, Monday nights, especially you football people, no more football, so y'all know to check out John Q.
we try to touch on a little bit of sports.
They touch on everything. That's what I'm talking about. I usually have a topic, but I just want y'all to hear about the things my guests into today and just hearing about them. And y'all welcome back anytime, whatever. And since I mentioned my brother Demond Wilson, I got to ask John Q, please give me your favorite episode of Sanford and Son, or one of your favorites.
I want to say probably when Fred got to speaking about some sham pipple. I can't remember exactly which one that was.
Okay.
But yeah, that one for sure. That as far as what I can remember offhand.
Okay. Bro, I know you know something about Sanford and Son. You got to, man.
I love all the episodes, Rich. I can't name a single one, but I remember being a kid and it coming on and watching it. I probably was too young to remember any of them, to be honest with you.
We're gonna give you a pass on that. Okay. Miss Jasmine, any favorite that you had?
I can't remember right now.
That's okay. All right.
I remember watching it. I just can't think of one.
Okay.
Well, Lamont, you got one?
Look, Brother Lamont.
Lamont's so quiet.
I was just watching Sanford and Son yesterday.
Okay.
And it was the one where Lamont thought he had a date and it stood him up. And he was always making excuses for this woman and she kept standing up and Fred was giving him game. She ain't going out with you, you big dummy.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And like I always tell people, the reason why I love bringing up Sanford and Son is ever since the beginning of my show, me and my father, that was me and him. He's always teased me about, we Fred and Lamont, even though we wouldn't like those characters, acting characters, but just coming up, and that was just one of my favorites of all time, whatever. So when I first did my show, I asked that question, and people was like, keep that question, just keep it every now and then. Yeah. So every then I ask people, favorite episode of Sanford Son. Yeah, but like I said, rest in heaven. And like I said, he was a great minister too. I don't know if you ever heard him preach. Great minister, Demond Wilson, great minister. Dancer too. Check out a couple of them episodes. Check out some of a couple, not just on Sanford Son, but even before Sanford Son, but on Sanford Son, he did a couple of dance routines. The brothers get, But thank you, John Q. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Yes, I would love y'all to come back and
Absolutely.
Like I said, we talk about everything here.
Absolutely.
Miss Monet, thank you. I gotta definitely have Miss Wifey Colomer to come back. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Let's do a marriage episode. Let's I
got one coming.
When she gets to spitting, she gonna drop some knowledge, man. She does it all the time.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Brother John Q, you might have to bring the missus.
You know what? I've been trying to look, even with tomorrow, right, as far as the podcast. So, so she want her to come on, but she has to do some grading. But she actually was going to probably try to come just for her. I've been trying to get her to come for like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
She calls in. Look, she calls in. But, I'm work on her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get her to come up here at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll even be perfect. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Ballin with Rich, episode 236. Thank you for the people watching. Someone said great show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Jasmine, continue definitely success. I'm telling you, I see you on Oprah. I see you.
Thank you. I just want to thank Lamont as well because he helped contribute to this company. He believed in me. Even when I let go of the movie, he said, he called me. He said, I still want to work with you. Let's do a book together. Let's, and the fact that he found other projects to do. And when I told him about the company, he was like, okay, so what do I got to do? How much I got to invest? And he helped me build my products up to get on him products to sell. So shout out to Lamont. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I got a chance to meet that brother a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, this is talking about a talented brother right here. Yes, sir. I got to definitely have you back, Lamont. Definitely in your own capacity to come on in. We just sit down for a minute and talk, man. Yes, sir. For real.
Appreciate that. I would love that.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Jasmine, Lamont, Brian. Like I said,
man,
brother,
I appreciate it.
So glad to finally, I knew it was going to come.
It was going to come eventually. We was going to do it.
Like, Brian, we going to come on my show.
I don't know.
I'm going to get there, Rick. I'm going to get there. Yes, sir. February month, yes, sir. And I'm about to say, you're welcome to come back, too. I got my birthday show, February 15th, going down right here, y'all.
Let's go. Happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so, just trying to get into some things, different things, Lord. Be with me, y'all, because, the job is challenging me big time, Brian. I'll talk about that afterwards.
I got you.
But this is Ballin with Rich, and the one thing I love to say before I end the show, any of my guests know what I say before I end the show. Anybody know what I say before I end the show? You might not know, Brian. Jasmine, you supposed to know.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
I don't know what I say before I end the show.
Come on, John Q, it's on you.
The one thing I love to say before I end the show, y'all, if you ain't balling, you ain't living. I said that was about.
We gotta say it all together now, right?
Okay, let's say it all together. 1, 2, 3.
If you ain't balling, you ain't living.
If you ain't balling with Jasmine, if you ain't balling with Brian, John Q on Monday nights, y'all at 9, you're not living, y'all. The wifey engineer.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So glad to be here. Sunday, like I said, and you will see these faces again. Matter of fact, y'all gonna see John Q 9 o'clock tomorrow, y'all. Check him out. Yes, sir. Brian, definitely see him in the building again. And Miss Jasmine, definitely.
Yes. And they can also tune in every Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok and Instagram, and every Thursday for my Thankful Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am live.
Okay, all right. Matter of fact, I I woke up one morning and heard you and was like, I'm up now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Jasmine. Talking that talk. That's what I say. Just keep it going, y'all. Keep God first and keep doing
Absolutely.
what y'all doing. And can't go wrong. This is Ballin with Rich. I already told y'all what the ending is. What do I say before I just show y'all?
If
You ain't ballin',
you ain't ballin'.
Just want to hear it one more time, y'all. And we are out of here, y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace. See you next Sunday.
Peace. Wonderful show.
That was amazing.
That was